WRRS.
Hello, Intermediate School, and we welcome you here to channel WRRS on October 5th, 2018. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Kira. We pride ourselves with bringing you the latest in intermediate school news. Here's the latest update for the race across the U.S.
Miss Smith's class has taken the lead.
Miss Flight's, Miss Stark, Miss Flat, and Miss Hahn's classes are right behind in Oregon.
Mr. Scholes, Mrs. Ziegenfuss, Mrs. Burrett, Miss Wall, Mrs. Iene, Mrs. Hillman, and Mrs. Thomas are at the Golden Gate Bridge.
Great job. Keep getting those tickets.
Look at all the names outside the office of students that have been caught.
Every week is another chance to be caught. You get a chance to write your name on the wall.
Our next stop on our journey is the Space Needle in Seattle, Washington.
The Seattle Space Needle is an observation tower, restaurant, and shop that is 600 feet high in the state of Washington. Construction started on April 17, 1961, and was completed on April 21, 1962, and is called the 400-Day Wonder.
The architect was John Graham.
It was constructed in honor of the World's Fair in 1962.
The Space Needle's most famous fact relates to the thrilling ride to the top. The elevators in the tower move at 10 miles per hour.
The trip up takes 41 seconds. The restaurant rotates at 500 feet, which takes exactly 47 minutes to rotate a full 360 degrees.
There have been 6 parachute jumps from the tower.
In case you are thinking of doing this, you need a legal consent to parachute from the Space Needle.
From the restaurant and observation deck, the tower boasts splendid views of the city of Seattle and Olympic and Cascade Mountains, along with the bay and surrounding islands. Here is a short video about the Space Needle.
Do you ever look at the Space Needle and wonder why it doesn't keel over during high winds, since it seems to have more mass towards the top? Well, actually, this iconic structure in Seattle is an engineering marvel and is one of the safest places in the world during extreme weather or ground conditions. Lightning strikes? No problem. On its roof, there are 24 lightning rods to shield this landmark from lightning. Also, you may be surprised to learn that the Space Needle can withstand wind speeds up 200 miles per hour. For context, those are Category 5 hurricane winds. For every 10 miles per hour, it sways 1 inch. And on windy days, the elevators automatically slow down from 10 miles per hour to 5 miles per hour. Moreover, the Space Needle is constructed to withstand 9.0 earthquakes on the Richter scale. During the 2001 earthquake measuring 6.8 on the Richter scale, the structure did not suffer any significant damage, except there was sloshing of some water from the toilets. The foundation of the Space Needle plays a big role in its stability. The foundation hole was 30 feet in depth and 120 feet across, and 467 cement trucks were used to pour concrete in a span of 12 hours. Such a large concrete effort had not been undertaken in the West before. The foundation weighs a whopping 5,850 tons, and there's 250 tons of reinforced steel. The Space Needle structure itself weighs 3,700 tons, which means the foundation weighs 2,150 tons more than the structure. To further strengthen this great landmark, there are 72 bolts, each 30 feet long, tied to the foundation. Due to the way it has been built, the center of gravity of the Space Needle is at just 5 feet above ground, even though the whole tower is over 500 feet tall. So the next time you are visiting the Space Needle, take time to appreciate not only its aesthetic beauty, but also its ingenious construction.
That sounds awesome. I want to see that.
Don't forget, if you want more information, do some research on the Space Needle.
Next stop, Little Bighorn Battlefield, Montana.
Mrs. Burrett's class has some book reviews for you.
Our class read the book, The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. Edward Tulane was a very elegant rabbit. He was made of the finest china and real rabbit fur ears. Also, he was owned by a little girl named Abilene. Abilene was a little girl with a big heart. She would dress him in the finest silk, and Edward would always carry a pocket watch with him. Then, every night, she would dress Edward for bed and tuck him in next to her. But Then one night, Abilene and her parents set off for a journey on a boat across the ocean. When Edward got on the ship, the two boys tossed Edward around. Instead, the rabbit went over the boy's head and soared through the dark night sky. There was no sight of Edward to be found. Read to find out the rest of Edward Tulane's miraculous journey, and if he ever has a chance of being with Abilene again.
Edward Tulane is a China rabbit who goes through a lot of emotions, a lot of names too. Edward has a lot of heartbreak. Will he ever see one of his owners again? Read this book called The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. If I love it, you'll love it too.
We have a special interview today.
Miss McDaniels and part of her team will be making us and others aware of a disease called Alzheimer's.
Let's go to the interview and see what we can learn.
Hi, I'm Matt Robinson, and this is my mom and our friend, Miss McDaniels. We are going to walk to end Alzheimer's disease on October 20th at James Street Park.
Our first walk was years ago with Ms. McDee's mom, Mrs. McDaniels. She can't participate anymore, but her warriors are walking for her.
That's our team's name, Sue's Warriors.
Ms. McDee, what do you want our intermediate school kiddos to know about your mom?
She was a great mom, and she was a teacher's aide at the Hornell High School. She used to help me with my homework, and she would also help me create art. All in all, she was the best mom that anyone could ask for until she got sick.
Last year, after the walk, we went to visit her mom, and we really want everyone who is sick like her to get better.
Anyone who wants to help fight Alzheimer's disease can participate and fundraise. There's more information at www.alz.org.
I would like to thank my colleagues and friends and my students for your time and generosity and your prayers. The walk to end Alzheimer's disease is very important to me, and I truly appreciate your support and your well wishes.
Good luck to Team Sue's Warriors.
We hope that a cure for this terrible disease comes soon.
Maybe one of us will find the cure. It's time for the I Am Cam with Miss Fredman.
I am cool. I am kind. I am positive. I am positive. I am beautiful.
I am strong.
I am kind.
I am strong. Thank you.
I am responsible.
I am positive.
Thank you.
I am responsible. I am respectful. I am smart. I am brave.
I am respectful.
I am nice. I am confident. I am amazing. I am loved. I am a good friend. I am positive. I am cool. I am smart.
I am the best.
I am kind. I am respectful. I am funny.
Say it louder.
I am funny. I am safe.
I'm Red Raider Strong.
I am awesome.
I am smart.
I am smart.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful long weekend.
We don't have school on Monday for Columbus Day.
This brings an end to our broadcast this morning.
Don't forget to show respect for our school, our classmates, family, and community.
We are respectful.
We are responsible.
We are safe.
We are Red Raider Strong.